Welcome students to Shet Vidya Mandir English High School SSC online audio video lessons. I am Nidhi Srivastava. Today I am going to teach you subject General Science for 8th standard chapter number 4 Current, Electricity and Magnetism. So here it is. First of all, we know constituents of an atom. An atom has same number of positively charged protons and negatively charged electrons. So, an object does not show any charge though its atoms contain charged particles. Therefore, we can say that plenty of electrical charges is filled in the objects around us. Current, electricity. You are aware of the current flowing through wires, electric bulbs and equipments in the house. We get current electricity when the electrons in an electrical conductor are made to flow. In the electric cells of a radio or in a car battery, a current is produced by the flow of both negatively and positively charged particles. See, this is a circuit pic of current, electricity. Electrostatic potential. There is a tendency of the positive charge to flow from a point of higher electric level to a point of lower electric level. This electric level deciding the direction of flow of electric charges is called electrostatic potential. This is a pic, two equal but opposite charges. Potential. We have to do an experiment to understand this. Take connecting copper wires and connect the circuit. No current is seen to flow in the bulb. Now connect in the same circuit a 1.5 volt dry cell available in the market. Now it will be realized from glowing of the bulb that a current is flowing in the circuit. Electrons in the wire flow due to the potential difference between the two ends of the dry cell. These flow from the negative terminal of the cell to the positive terminal of the cell. There is no current as there is no potential difference in the absence of any cell. Current starts flowing in the circuit as soon as the potential difference is applied. The unit of potential difference in SI system is volt, V. We have seen that electric current is produced due to the flow of charged particles. Electrical charge flowing through a wire in 1 second can be called unit current. The SI unit of electric current is coulomb per second or ampere. 1 ampere 1A is equal to 1 coulomb per second, that is 1 C/S. Electric current is a scalar quantity. Electric cell. A source is required to produce a uniform flow of charges in a circuit. Such a general device in an electric circuit cell. Various types of electric cells are available today which are used in a range of machines. The main function of various electric cells is to maintain a constant potential difference between its two terminals. The electric cells work on the electric charges to maintain a constant potential difference. Let us learn about the electric cells that are currently in use. See, this is the pic of electric cell. Dry cell. The dry cells are used in our radio sets, wall, clocks and torches. These are available in 3-4 sizes. Dry cells are very convenient to use due to their long life and they can be held in any direction with respect to ground and can be used in mobile instruments. Activity. Take a lead dry cell and remove its outer coating inside. You will find a whitish metal layer. This is the zinc metal layer. This is the negative terminal of the cell. Now carefully break open this layer. There is another layer inside. An electrolyte is filled between these two layers. The electrolyte contains negatively charged and positively charged ions. These are the carriers of electricity. The electrolyte is a wet pulp of zinc chloride and ammonium chloride. There is a graphite rod at the center of the cell. This is positive terminal of the cell. A paste of manganese dioxide is filled outside the rod. Because of the chemical reactions of all these chemicals, electrical charge is produced on the two terminals, graphite rod and zinc layer, and an electric current flows in the circuit. This is the pic of a dry cell. Next is lead acid cell. This cell can be recharged after getting electrically discharged. It contains a lead electrode and a lead oxide electrode and both are dipped in dilute sulfuric acid. Lead oxide carries a positive charge while the lead electrode carries a negative charge. The potential difference between these two is nearly 2 volt. Because of the chemical reaction between the substances in the cell, Electrical charge is produced on both the electrodes and electric current flows through the load. Example, bulb in the circuit. This kind of electric cells have a capacity to deliver large current. That's why these are used in cars, trucks, motorcycles, and uninterrupted power supplies, that is UPS. See, this is the pic of lead acid cell. Next is nickel cadmium cell, that is NiCd cell. These days, a variety of gadgets are available which are required to be carried to different places. Such gadgets use NiCd cells. The cells deliver 1.2 volt potential difference and are rechargeable. Research. Lithium-ion cells are used in modern equipments, for example, smartphone, laptop, etc. These cells can be recharged. More electrical energy can be stored in these cells as compared to that in nickel-cadmium cells. See, this is the nickel-cadmium cell. Next is electric circuit. When a cell holder, an electric bulb, and a plug key are connected by connecting wire and a dry cell is fitted in the holder, then the bulb lights up by closing the plug key. This means that a current flows through the circuit and bulb lights up. On the removal of the cell, the electric current flowing through the circuit stops. This type of connection of electrical components is called an electrical circuit. See, this is the example of basic electrical circuit. Next is connecting cells. You must have seen more than one electric cells connected in an electrical circuit. In the transistor radio, 2-3 dry cells are seen to be connected in series. The purpose of doing this is to obtain more potential difference than that of a single cell. Therefore, it is possible to obtain higher current. The connection of cells is known as a battery of cells. See, these are connecting cells. Magnetic effect of current. Next. Experiment. Take the inside tray of an used up matchbox, place a small magnetic needle inside the tray. Now take a long connecting wire and wind it around the tray. Now complete the electric circuit by connecting in it this wire, electric cell, plug key and a bulb. Mark the position of the magnetic needle. Take a bar magnet near to the magnetic needle. What do you observe? Keep looking at the needle and close the key. The bulb will light up and you will realize that the current has started flowing. Does the magnetic needle changes its position? Now open the plug key. Does the magnetic needle come back to the original position? What will you conclude from this experiment? Hans Christian Ørsted made this observation first. Briefly, we can say that when an electric current passes through a wire, a magnetic field is produced around that wire. See, this is the experiment pic of effect of current on a compass needle. Electric bell. Many of you must have seen the simple electric doorbell. Open such a bell which is out of order. We see that there is an electromagnet inside. Let us understand the working of the bell. A copper wire is wound around an iron piece. This coil acts as an electromagnet. An iron strip along with a striker is fitted near to the electromagnet. A contact screw is in touch with the strip. The current flows in the circuit when screw is in contact with the strip, and hence the coil becomes a magnet and attracts the iron strip towards it. Therefore, the striker hits the can and the sound is created. See, this is the circuit diagram of electric bulb. Thank you and best of luck, students.